In this video tutorial, I want to show us how we can generate access pin. What are access pin? Access pin are a unique code given to the student to partake in the exam. So if you want to generate access pin, you generate access pin per class. So JSS1 access pin cannot work for JSS2. JSS2 cannot work for JSS3. So I want to generate access pin for class 3 now, JSS3. So click on the class. Then I click on access pin. Now I click on generate access pin. I select the number of access pin I want to generate. Can you see? So you cannot generate more than 15 access pin at a time. So if you have more than 15 students in your class, you need to generate the access pin twice. So you can generate it. If you generate 15, so you want to generate, you cannot generate 15. So depend on the number of students you have. So in this class, I want to generate 3 access pin. So I select the number of days so that I want the access pin to work for. So let's say 30 days. Let's say 30 days. This particular access pin, 3 access pin will work for 30 days. So if it is 365 days, so depending on the number of days you want. So now I click on generate access pin. So can you see a message here? Confirm the number of access pin and validity. So I've confirmed that. I click on generate access pin now. Now can you see these are the access pin? Can you see? You can fill the access pin. So these are the access pin. Can you see these are the access pin? You can customize the access pin. If you want to customize it, you click on edit. So you type in the candidate name here. These are the access pin. You can also change this access pin, so maybe to the admission number or what you like. So now you choose, you can add the picture of the student. You click to add picture, choose the picture here. So select where the picture is on your system, then you open and you upload the pictures. Then after that you click on save changes. So that access pin has been edited like that. So now let's say this after you have done that, I want to customize this access pin. Now let's say this access pin that I've generated, I want to customize it. Now this customization is very important. So you click on customize. This is where you set all the details as regards the exam the student want to write. So this particular objective, this particular access pin, so these are the objective time given. Let's say that's for the subject. Let's say you want them to use 30 minutes for that subject. Now view correction, don't want the student to view the correction, you disable this. So question attempt, do you want the question to be random or to be fixed? If it is random, the question will be solved. So result, do you want the result to show after the student have finished submit and end the text? So no, so you disable if it is yes. So do you want the student to use calculator? Depending on the subject they are doing, if it is mathematics or physics or any subject that involve calculation. If it is simple or scientific calculator, you do that but for this particular subject. So I click on name. So now theory. So if there is no theory, so you disable. CBT pause, do you want the student to pause the exam when the exam is going on? No, you disable. This access pin, you put it as renewable so that students can use the one access pin throughout the exam. No need of generating access pin per day when they want to write the exam. You leave this one as renewable so that when the student log in for day 2 exams, they will see the option of continue and renew. So the student will click on renew like that. They will click on renew anytime they are logging. So here now, these are the subjects that you want the students that they want to write for that day. So all the subject that you have created will appear here for the first day of the examination. So the subject that you want them to do, maybe you want them to do a subject. So for this 30 minutes, let's say the subject is general paper. So you toggle this one, you close this one as well. You leave the general paper alone. So but if it is 2 subjects at a time, so that when they log in they will see the option of 2 subjects, that means you need to add the other subject in mathematics or other subjects in mathematics, then you save this one. But remember, if it is 2 subjects, so maybe you want to increase this time now. This time you need to increase, since it is 2 subjects, 30 minutes can't be enough, or it depends on what you want. So for me, I just want them to write only general paper. So when they write general paper in the afternoon paper, so I will come back to this customized assessment again. I do not necessary things, then if it is mathematics for the afternoon paper, I close the general paper and I leave the mathematics. Then after I've done all the necessary steps, I click on save setting. But mind you, when the students are doing the exam, when the exam are going on, so when the exam is going on, so do not increase the time when the exam is going on. You can only increase the time before the students start the exam. So in order to avoid the exam to be disrupted, do not increase the time when the examination is going on. So don't forget I said I need general paper for this question. So when the student log in from their own end like this, they will see general paper. Then I click on save subject. Now here when you have done all these things finish, so before the student can start the exam, so you need to click on the subject info. So this general paper, now you now move to this general paper. Can you see now? This is 38 question that I said there. I tell the student, or I instruct the software to display 5 questions for the student. So therefore the student will only see 5 questions out of this 38. In order for them to answer all the 38 questions, I need to click on edit subject info. Do not forget this, please. Edit subject info. Then I click here, I increase it so to 38. So the way the question that you input, when you input 50 questions for the subject, so when you come here, so it will increase to 50. It's because the question I input to the general paper is 38. That is the reason why I can only see 38, and I want the student to answer all the 38. So you need to do that to increase that. Do not forget, so that the student can be able to answer all the questions. Then after that, I click on save changes. So that is that. Thank you very much.